Hi guys, I'm going to show you code Prettify. Like for example, on this page, it's my Python tutorial, and you can see here the code is colored. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So, well, on my website, I'm using span tags, like you can see here. This part is this part, and you can see like if I show in browser, it's not colored, but I have a emacs HTML command, so that adds span tags to the words, and now they are colored. So this is one way to do it, but recently I decided to use a JavaScript way. So we using the span tag, the advantage is that you do not need JavaScript, and it's extremely fast. It's very fast. What I mean is the load time. It shows the color right away, and there's no flashing. So that's the advantage. The disadvantage is that the text becomes incomprehensible. You cannot read it. If you want to edit it, you have to run a command. Then you can edit it. So recently I decided to try the Google Code Prettify. That's using JavaScript. Let me show you. Golang mod. So this is my Golang tutorial, and this is you can see the code here is not colored. Let me go there. So it's here. It's over here. So this code, the red part is over here. It's not using span tags. It's just this part. And however, if you run this is Firefox, I have JavaScript turned off, but if I run this in Safari with JavaScript on, you can see they are colored. Let's see another one. You see, so they are colored, and they are calling a JavaScript. The JavaScript is down here. You can see this line, run code Prettify, and this is the JavaScript file, and they are this is their website on GitHub, code Prettify, and you can use that. Let me give you a quick demo, but before I do that, let me turn on the global command mod CLM, so you can see what command I'm calling in Emacs. Yeah, okay, so this is Google. So yeah, let's start a new HTML page. HTML shortcut. I want to, let's say, Python. Okay, and you don't need that actually. So let's say print 5, and okay, save it. So show that here it's not colored, but if I show in Safari, it's not colored either because I haven't added the JavaScript file. So let's do that. Prettify, run Prettify, copy the file path, close, paste it here, make a link. Okay, that's good. Go to the Safari, reload. It's colored. It's color blue. So let's try some big JavaScript, big Python. Let's say find. Okay, let's try that. So big chunk of code. Show. Go here. Show. You see? So it's all colored. So that's what you do. That's what you have to do to colorify. You just add this tag, pre-tag, with the class name prettyprint, and the JavaScript file, and that's it. Now you can have any code here. For example, let's try Lisp. Let's try. Okay, let's try some emacs. Let's say that. Okay, now show in Safari. Show in Safari. It's also colored, but it's not colored well because it's not specifically designed for Lisp code. It only colors strings and symbols right now. So basically, the code Prettify, it will guess what code you are using because we don't have any information to indicate what code, what programming language we are using. But it makes a pretty good guess. And if you look at on their webpage, basically all the common popular languages like C and Python, you know, they support, but they also support other languages like Clojure, Mumps, Nemario, or whatever that is. You know what they support other languages. I think you have to add a JavaScript file for that. But anyway, I think they also support to declaration of code explicitly. Let's say an example. Let's say Emacs Lisp. Yeah, like that. So remove that, copy that, put it here. Now that's Emacs Lisp code. Right. So the coloring still is not changing because you have to add an extension. But what I'm saying is that you can you can add a specific declaration of the programming language you are using. The advantage of this is that so for example, if I have some code here, it may be Haskell or any new language. Now if I read this file, I mean if somebody read this file, he doesn't know what language this is. It could be Common Lisp or Scheme or Racket or anything. But if you have a code declaration part, that solves this problem. And people who read the page can see, oh, this is Emacs Lisp. And also, if you are processing files like programmatically, it's also good to have the specific programming language information. Okay, so that's that. So that's code Prettify. That's how to use it. You can use it for your blogs and other writings. Okay, I wanted to show you something else. That's on my website, the tutorials I write. Let's close this. Okay, Golang. So on my website, let's go to my Emacs blog. Let's say Ruby. Okay, I have a lot of tutorials. For example, this is Ruby, and right now they are using span tags. Like you can see, all these are span tags. So I'm trying to convert them to use code Prettify, Google Code Prettify JavaScript. Now there are two things I need to do. Like right now, you can see they are using this format. This so on my website they are currently using this format, but for Google Code Prettify it needs to be Prettify, something like that. It needs to be like that. And however, it does not contain explicit information about the programming language, which I do want because I have my HTML mod and I can do like this, and it'll move the code to here, and I can run it, and get a result. So that's convenient. Let's put it back, and I can HTMLize it or remove it, if I want. But in order for that to work, I need the information about what language it is, because if I do this it's using Ruby mod. How does it know? Because it's grabbing the information from here. So if I'm going to use Google Code Prettify, I I also want the code information here, which the format will be like that. So it will be like that. So what basically what I have to do is now I have to convert all files of this format to this format. So that's a different task. I'm just showing you that it's a matter of interest. It's a programmer's task. Things programmers do, interesting things. The things that I need to do. So I have lots of tutorials on my website. Different languages. They are about maybe 500 or maybe 600 pages among 5,000 pages. So that. So I have to. So how do you do this conversion task? So that's what I'm gonna talk about. That's what I'm gonna show you. So one easy way is to just do a find and replace. So what I'm gonna do. So let's see. So copy that, remove it, open a new buffer, put it here. Just for backup. So let's look at the Ruby. So there are lots of Ruby files, and all these are using span tags, and there are not many Ruby files, only 40. So what I do is let's see. So I want to replace that. So okay, here's what I do. It's so I want to replace that by replace that by that, then replace this thing by that. That's what I'm going to do, and that should work. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm using I have a package. Let's just do it. So copy that, paste. This is what I want to replace. I want to replace it by that. So find that, replace by that. Yes. Ruby directory, HTML files, write changes, yes. Fixed case search, yes. Fixed case replace, yes. Make backup, yes. Okay, so all these are changed. Let's look at it. So now it looks bad. Well, I mean because okay, let's go back here, and now I want to change pre by pre-code, code pre by code pre Ruby, yes. Okay, so all these are changes. Now go back here, reload. Okay, you don't have the boxes anymore. Yeah, that looks right. That's correct. Wait. Okay, I made a mistake. So the Prettify actually should be, yeah, this is a mistake. The Prettify actually should be code Ruby. So let's do that again. Replace Prettify by that. Okay, reload. that looks right. Now we Ruby and ended code, ended pre. Oh, there's one more thing I need to do. I need to remove all the span tags. So what I can do, I have a command that I just call and it removes all the span tags. So that looks good because without coloring they all look red because of my CSS. And now I just need to do this for all files of the Ruby directory. So I can go here and I'm going to use a macro to do this. So the current file is Ruby basics, which is this one. So I'm gonna start with that one. Record a Ruby record a macro. So let's do that. Start macro. Wait, okay. Start macro here. Now move 3 times. Open and call the command. Then save, then close, and stop recording macro. So I have a macro defined. Now this file happens just to not have any code block, so that's fine. So okay, so now I can code the command, code my macro for this file. You can see this file has one code block, and that's using span tags. You see, it's right here. But now if I call my macro, let's say call it. Okay, I think that's not right. It shouldn't close it. Okay, it's not working. Let's try that again. Call the macro. Okay. What? Okay, that's that file. Open, call these, close. I don't know what's going on, but let's do the macro again. So let's see. Yeah, let's do it with this one. So start recording. Stop. Wait. Start recording. Move. Open. Call the command. Save. Close. Stop recording. Okay. Now let's do. We can look at it. That's good. This part is wrong though. Okay, I'll fix it later, but let's continue. So now I'm on this page. Let's call my macro, but actually this page doesn't contain any code. Well, actually it does. Let's do that then. Let's not do this page. Let's do this Unicode page. Oh, it's already wait, so yeah, there's lots of span tags. So let's call the macro. Call the macro. Okay. Something's wrong, basics. Something, because it closed that Ruby basics page. Why is it closing that page? Ruby Unicode. Okay, let's try that again. Record macro. Move. Open. Remove tags. Save. Close. Stop macro. Call macro. Okay, it closed my Ruby page for some reason. It closed it and actually added that. Anyway, so I have to fix it. But normally I can just call. Normally what I do is I highlight all of them and call apply macro to region lines, and everything should be fixed. But there's a problem. I have to figure out what it is. Let's figure it out then. I mean, this video is getting long, but you know, you can stop watching it. You know, the good stuff the good stuff is already done. But let me figure out what's wrong. So let's try the macro again. Record macro. Search for href. Okay, then 3. Open. Call that command. Save. Close. Stop macro. Okay, then I'm gonna do this page. It worked. You see, the span tags are removed. So why is it not working? I don't know. Something went wrong. So now I have it working. Let's try again. Call macro. Call macro. Yeah, it worked. So I can just repeat this. So now all of them are done. Yep, you see there's no span tags. So let's go over here. You see they are all red because there's no span tags. That's correct. That's correct. Now all we have to do is to add the JavaScript file. So let's go to Golang. So basically we have to replace this by that. Okay, now let's go back to Ruby. So replace that by that. Okay, Ruby directory, everything. Yes. Now that's good. Now if I show this in Safari, it's not colored. That's not right. Oh yeah, because it's not Prettify, it's Golang. What is the word? Pretty print, not Prettify. Copy, paste. I want pretty print, so Prettify, pretty print, Ruby, yes. Now go back to Safari. Now that's working. Finally. Yeah, that's what I want. So this way, when I work with Ruby, now I can see the code without having to do that. It's much good. So I have to, so that's it for today. I have to, I'm just going to go with my website and fix all these other languages. Now there is one thing that's interesting. I'll just mention the last one. That is for my emacs page. Let's go to, let's say, Lisp. Emacs Lisp Basics. You see, they are using span tags, like right here. You know, like here. And however, there's an advantage, because if you look at this in Safari with JavaScript on, you can move your cursor to the functions, and it'll show the function. You see, let's say truncate list. So in order for that to happen, is I need the span tags. For example, let's say go to the top, printing. So when the cursor is on a word message, the JavaScript needs a way to know that this is a word and look up for that word. It works because I have written a JavaScript file, this file, emacs tooltips, that makes that happen. But in order for this to work, the code needs to know when a mouse is on a function name. But if you don't have a span tag wrapped around the function name, it won't work. Like if I show, like if I save this and refresh here, it doesn't work. So I need this way, so you can see. You see, all function is having span tag class name function name. And if I save it, reload, then it works. So for Emacs Lisp, I have to do something about it. I would like to remove the span tag, but then I need to write a JavaScript so that or modify the code Prettify JavaScript so that these words gets wrapped with span tag. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.